What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Iron Digital, where we bring you news and updates about what's going on in the crypto industry. My name is D Wills, and in today's video, we'll be going over what's going on in the crypto markets. So we have on our screen, Bitcoin's hash rate recovers from China's mining crackdown, though things are far from back to normal. Let's see what Wu Blockchain also tweeted. Some people ask why I pay attention to China. World's mining and exchanges are dominated by Chinese. Chinese retail investors have too much money. China's policies are severe, but HK has progress. If there is any loosening in Beijing, the advantage is unimaginable. All in all, we cannot underestimate the influence of China on the Chinese. All in all, we cannot underestimate the influence of China on the cryptocurrency industry, and we also have certain expectations for future policy opening, although it is not possible in the short term. Now, I'm one of those people who believe that China getting out of the mining game is a good thing, so that we can start to have that hash spread around a little bit more. And so this is a positive thing. It's short-term bearishness, but ultimately is long-term positivity. China is one of those places that they're kind of like Apple, not like Android, where they want to operate their own ecosystem. They don't want a lot of things from the outside coming in and dictating what's going on. And considering that they're going to, that I believe they've already put out the Chinese yuan, the digital token, coin, whatever the thing is, and they want that to be their Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So they don't want anything from the outside coming in. That's the reason why they don't have Facebook or Google or Uber. I mean, they want to operate their own ecosystem. So you gotta let China do what they're gonna do. We also have the world's first Bitcoin ETF adds $3 million per day throughout Bitcoin price dip. The purpose: Bitcoin ETF now has over 21,000 Bitcoin under management as the United States continues regulatory scrutiny. Let's see what they have to say. Beginning May 15, an average of 86.15 Bitcoin per day entered the ETF for a total of 3,446 Bitcoin between then and Thursday. In total, purpose now holds 21,114 Bitcoin worth around $720 million. Ever since the May 19th capitulation event, the Purpose Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund just keeps stacking sats. Popular Twitter account Dilution Proof summarized in one of the various positive reactions to the data. Yeah, I mean, what else would you expect? They're just going to continue to stack sats. They're not going to sell because they know that this is a long-term play. And most of the smart investors know that this is a long-term play, so it doesn't make sense they're not even considering selling right now. It just doesn't make sense to do that. So more positivity about the future of Bitcoin. And more news we have from my man Lark Davis. Shout out to Lark Davis. He has a really good crypto channel. I watch some of his content. Very good work. He says Ethereum is seriously undervalued, and I agree with that. Let's see what he says. Now, PayPal is one of the world's biggest online payment providers, so how does Ethereum stack up versus this PayPal giant? Well, currently the market cap of PayPal is $344 billion, so Ethereum is worth $100 billion, less than the PayPal company is worth. Now, you might think, okay, that's a pretty bad comparison. PayPal is such a huge company. It does so much more business than Ethereum. What else did he say? He says in 2020, PayPal, it handled about $936 billion in total transaction volume. I believe Ethereum did $1.5 trillion in settlement in the first quarter of 2021 alone. So look at that comparison. I mean, PayPal did $936 billion in transaction volume in one whole year. Ethereum did 1.5 times that amount in the first quarter, in just 3 months inside of 2021 this year. So that just goes to show you that, yeah, its value is definitely low. all the cryptocurrencies is low right now because they're in price discovery. So, trying to figure out where the price is going to go, not to mention manipulation, capitulation, all that stuff. But we know for a fact that Ethereum is definitely undervalued because you can look at the math. I mean, the numbers is right there for equal comparison. It lets you know that Ethereum is actually a really, really good buy right now. So you might want to consider getting some more ETH right now. Of course, not financial advice. In more news, we have Binance isn't allowed to be operating in the UK, watchdog warns. Binance shouldn't be operating in the UK, the Financial Conduct Authority warned Saturday, a day after Japan financial regulator issued a similar notice to the cryptocurrency exchange. Anybody who's in the UK, just leave Binance alone. I mean, your best bet is just to find another broker. Sure, you can go ahead and you could easily go ahead and use, a VPN to go ahead and get on Binance that way too. But the best thing to do is just to leave it alone. You're going to have to go through a lot of security. They're going to keep on asking you to re-verify things. In my opinion, it's not worth it. Just go ahead and find another exchange. And in the last news that I have for y'all, crypto is about to become as ordinary as cash. Digital currencies are making their way from the margins to the mainstream, and that's something to celebrate once we understand it. Okay, just last week I argued that cryptocurrency is here to stay. Now I'd like to explain to some of my crypto friends why parts of the mainstream economics and financial world do not take them more seriously. To put it bluntly, many of you do not understand monetary economics very well. And I agree with that. That's one of the reasons why I've said that this space is going to take a few more years, because there's a lag of intelligence and understanding about monetary economics and the reasons to be involved in the space in the first place. You have people who are in this space obviously to make money. We're all here to make money. But you have people investing into different things and they don't know why they're invested into it. They're getting out of their positions very quickly because they don't understand the fundamental forces for why they should be invested in the market in the first place. Knowing the history of money, knowing these things allows you to understand why you need to be invested and what you're invested in the first place, at least pertaining to Bitcoin especially. A lot of the other protocols that are applications like Ethereum application layer, you may argue that may be something a little bit different, but Bitcoin, we know, Bitcoin, we know that should be something that you understand the monetary economics, monetary policy, fiscal policy, inflation, M2 money supply, all of that kind of stuff. You should have somewhat of an understanding of that, and that will at least allow you to be fundamentally driven in your approach instead of just kind of wishy-washy. When the price goes down, I'm gonna get out. When the price goes up, I'm gonna try to buy it. That approach it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So, that's all the news that I have for y'all today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. Peace.